It is a Tuesday night in August. You walk into your kitchen at 11 o'clock to get a glass of water and you flip the light switch on. The fluorescent overhead bulbs flicker to life and you see them, 3 of them on the counter near the bread box. 2 more on the floor by the refrigerator, 1 climbing up the inside of the cabinet where you keep the cereal. Cockroaches. They scatter the moment the light hits them, flat brown bodies skittering for the darkness, disappearing into cracks behind the stove, vanishing under the dishwasher in less than 2 seconds. You stand there in your bare feet, the glass of water forgotten in your hand, and you know that what you just saw is the smallest piece of what is actually living in your walls. You drive to the hardware store the next morning. Cans of cockroach spray on the shelf. $8, $12, $18 per can, all promising fast kill and long-lasting protection. You buy 2 cans and a pack of Roach Motel for $15 more. $40 on the counter just to try to fix what you saw last night. And 4 weeks later, they are still there, because the cans of spray kill the ones you see, not the 100 more breeding in the wall cavity behind your refrigerator. The cockroach hides in the dark. The spray cannot reach where the cockroach lives. Now, I want you to sit with this. There's a small homemade bait built from a half cup of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of boric acid powder, the grated peel of 1 lemon, and a sheet of aluminum foil from your kitchen drawer that does what no spray can ever do. The cockroach eats it, then carries it back to the nest where it kills the dozens of other cockroaches you never see, including the eggs, including the breeding females. Within 4 to 6 weeks, the entire colony in your walls is gone, and they do not come back for months. Total cost per bait packet about 10 cents. Total cost to treat an entire kitchen under $2. The chemistry is real pest control science going back to the 1880s, when boric acid was first commercialized for household pest control. Professional exterminators use this exact same active ingredient in their commercial roach baits. The only difference between the $400 professional treatment and the bait you can make in your kitchen in 5 minutes is the price tag and the brand name on the box. My name is Elias Yoder. I am Amish and I farm in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Cockroaches are not new to American farmhouses. Old cellars, old pantries, old kitchens with wood floors and stone foundations, they have always attracted them. The old folks dealt with cockroaches the same way they dealt with rats and mice, with cheap bait that the pest carried home to its own kind. What I am going to show you today is a modern adaptation of that old method. The aluminum foil delivery, the sugar attractant, the boric acid killer, and the lemon peel scent masker. Every step backed by real chemistry, real entomology, real folk pest control going back over 100 years. Now, the foil ball cockroach bait start to finish, the chemistry of why this works, and the honest source calibration. Before I walk you through the build, you need to understand why this works, because the chemistry tells you what to expect and what not to expect. There's a video circulating on the internet right now that teaches folks to make a cockroach bait from sugar, baking soda, lemon peel, and toothpaste. I want to be plain with you about one thing. 3 of those 4 ingredients are real and the chemistry is sound. The toothpaste, plainly, is not. There is no entomological science showing toothpaste destroys cockroach eggs or damages cockroach nests. The fluoride concentration in toothpaste is too low to kill insects. The detergents in toothpaste do not penetrate the cockroach exoskeleton in the bait. The toothpaste is essentially doing nothing. And the baking soda alone, while it has some kill effect, is not the strongest method. So in this video, I am going to teach you the same bait that folks make from internet recipes, but with the toothpaste replaced by the ingredient the toothpaste was pretending to be. That ingredient is boric acid, a white crystalline powder sold at every hardware store and online for under $10 per pound. The gold standard of homemade cockroach control for over a century. Boric acid does what the toothpaste was claimed to do, and it actually does it. This is the recipe a professional exterminator would teach you if you asked him what to put in a homemade bait. Now I'm going to teach you the same thing. Sugar is the attractant. Cockroaches are powerfully drawn to sugar. The smell pulls them across a dark kitchen from 20 FT away. Boric acid is the killer. When a cockroach eats boric acid, 3 things happen. First, the fine crystals erode the inside of its digestive system. Second, the acid pulls water from the body, dehydrating the insect. Third, the boron compound affects the cockroach's nervous system. Death follows within 24 to 72 hours. But here's the most important part. The cockroach does not die immediately. The boric acid is slow acting on purpose. The cockroach eats the bait, returns to its nest, and there it dies. And the other cockroaches in the colony who eat the dead body or the contaminated droppings also die. One cockroach carrying boric acid back to the nest kills 5 to 7 other cockroaches. Real entomological research backs this number. It is documented in U.S. pest control patents going back to the 1980s. Lemon peel is the scent masker and supplemental repellent. The yellow part of the lemon peel contains a natural oil called D-limonene, which has 2 effects. First, it masks any chemical smell from the boric acid, so the cockroaches do not detect the poison. Second, D-limonene itself is a natural insecticide. It damages the cockroach's respiratory system on contact. Real commercial citrus-based insecticides use D-limonene as their active ingredient. In the bait, the lemon peel serves the cockroach a sweet, attractive smell, while also dosing the trail back to the nest with a mild secondary poison. Aluminum foil is the delivery system. Foil holds the scent of the bait concentrated, prevents it from drying out, protects it from moisture, and keeps it contained. So the cockroaches must work to reach it through small holes. That small effort, the cockroach reaching through the holes to get the bait, is exactly what gets the boric acid on the cockroach's body, ready to be carried back to the nest. 4 ingredients, 4 real chemistries, 1 small homemade bait that does what no $18 can of spray can do. The materials list, what you need, half a cup of white sugar. Any sugar works, but fine white granulated is the easiest for cockroaches to eat. 2 to 3 tablespoons of pure boric acid powder sold at hardware stores, drugstores, and online for $5 to $10 per pound. Brand name examples include 20 Mule Team Borax, which contains borax, the related compound, also effective, and pure boric acid powder sold for roach control. Avoid the kind sold as eye wash that is too diluted. 1 fresh lemon for the grated peel, and for the second method at the end of the video, a roll of aluminum foil. Any thickness works. Standard kitchen foil is fine. A fork for poking small holes. A pair of rubber or latex gloves. Boric acid is mild, but can irritate skin. Total cost for the materials needed to treat an entire average kitchen under $5.